right, welcome to another headline, or welcome to another show, welcome to another Tuesday on the headline. I am your host, Larry H. Gardner, and the H stands for, how about them Browns? God. I don't even want to talk about it, but how was that fight on Saturday night? You're listening to WNRV 108.1.com, Nerve DJs, where we get on your nerve. And yeah, the Browns get on my nerve. That 41-17 loss getting on my nerves. But let's not talk about that. I'm going to get into, before we get into our guest, Miss Lexus in the building. How you doing today?
I'm doing just fine.
That's wonderful. So the thing about it is, like, before we get into our guest today, talking about her candidacy, Cleveland City Council. Speaking of Cleveland City Council, last night at Cleveland City Council, the Cleveland City Council meeting, among celebrations of other things, it was the vote to censure Councilman Joe Jones of Cleveland Ward 1. And
for my people in the back, what does that mean?
For the people in the back, that means that Joe Jones cannot be on any committees, like the safety committee, advocate stuff for his ward as far as money is concerned. Pretty much he is the holder of the ward and somebody else dictates it. If he
can he still be voted back in?
Yeah, he's not removed from, here's the crazy part. He's not removed from anything as far as the voting, the polls. Or he's still a candidate to win his seat back. Now, the primaries have shown that before the censure, and if you saw me on the Little Hut podcast with Kim Brown, and says that Joe Jones won his ward in the primary by he had over 1,000 votes, 1,100 votes. The person closest to him will meet him in the general election for Ward 1, that's the Lee and Harvard ward, which is State Representative Juanita Brent will meet him in that ward. She was the closest with 532 votes. I don't know how this censure is going to help her matters any. I don't know how this thing is going to help anything at this particular time. There was a situation with her and Elliott Fordham, going back and forth. She was the victim of something, but there was some other things that were going on with that. Elliott Fordham is talking about suing. Some other things, he was removed, how that goes. But the thing about it is like, there's a lot of stuff. So 14-2 was the final vote. The only two people that voted against the censure was Jones himself, of course, and Ward 5 Councilman Richard A. Starr. So, and he's in a contested race with Rebecca Moore for the redistricting of that Ward 5 seat. Speaking hot contested stuff. Now, I'm going to just be very honest, and I'm just going to say this. And I'm really just like, I've been pissed off a little bit. First of all, for anybody that wants to DM me or send me a message, a man at 3 a.m. in the morning about Charlie Kirk, don't ever do that again in your life. Don't do that. No. Stop it. Now, Charlie Kirk, he was a conservative. He was, and like the thing about it is, he said some things about black women, Miss Lexus, that you probably didn't like. Stuff calling Michelle Obama and other people the first lady a DEI hire, in so many words. Paraphrasing. And there's been a lot of he was killed. Everybody says assassinated. No, he was not an elected official. He brought the young Republicans and other people to vote for Trump in the election. Charlie Kirk was killed at a rally in Utah in front of his wife and children. Now, like I said before, I don't condone violence. But all the going on half-mast, lowering the flag, there was also that day, there were 3 students in Colorado that were shot, critically injured. And nobody said anything about them. There was, before Charlie Kirk got murdered, there was a representative, Jessica Horton, and her husband. She was a state representative in Minnesota that was killed by a MAGA supporter. And then after that the HBCUs were getting threatened and things of that nature. But it turns out that the person allegedly, that killed Charlie Kirk, family was a MAGA supporter. Miss Lexus, you got any opinions about that? You got anything to say?
It doesn't surprise me.
Hmm.
It doesn't surprise me at all.
Hmm.
And the reason being,
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you.
Mm-hmm.
If someone doesn't have something absurd to say, or something vicarious to say, their brand starts to shrivel
Right.
slowly, starts to wither away. So the only way to do that is to bring a point, a topic, and bring light to it. You know, it's and that's all people really know what to resort to when they don't have a positive agenda. You know?
Right. So I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this, and the thing about it is, like I said, I don't condone violence. You have every right to say what you got to say. Apparently, that proven with Dame Dash and Charlemagne on the Breakfast Club this morning, them going back and forth. But let me just explain something to you. I didn't get this much. I didn't get this much when my mama passed in March. I ain't get when like the state representatives, the Democratic state representatives in Minnesota didn't get this much when they died. Charlie Kirk was like me. He had a platform. He used his platform for whatever he used it on. Now he used it for whatever, division, hate, whatever. Malcolm always said that in one of his speeches that the chickens come home to roost. And if you live by the sword, you die by it. I'm praying for the children in Colorado. I'm praying for everybody that got killed by senseless gun violence that didn't cause this division. The thing about it is, I believe in Jesus. I don't go to church every single Sunday, but I have churches that I go to when I do go to church. 3 of them: the Word, Ebenezer, Greater Abyssinia. Used to be a member of Sure House Baptist, Calvary Hill Church of God in Christ. I can go on and on and on. But the problem is, other churches. But the problem that I have with this particular instance, is that now everybody wants to cry about gun control. Well, Charlie Kirk didn't even believe in empathy or gun control. So, yeah. Let's stop there. Let's pray for the people that have lost their lives due to illness and gun violence. If we're going to do a half flag or raise the flag, we raise the flag for everybody that has died. Okay, there was 2 people that died. One of them, Polly, she played Flo on Alice. Remember Kiss My Grits? And then of course the actor Robert Redford, who also passed actually last night. So the thing about it is like, white folks, y'all got plenty of people to mourn. And of course, the Academy Awards, doing the tribute to Malcolm Jamal Warner. Shout out to Felicia Rashad for coming out and as lovely as she looks for doing that. All right, so the thing about it is, like, let's focus on these races. Got to give a couple of shout outs to the Lee Harvard Services Center, Community Services Center, the Goldsteins for having their candidate forum. There's going to be a bunch of candidate forums. We got a candidate in here tonight. So let's not waste any time on this. Let's get back to the real. Let's talk to my guest today. T-Rex, do you have the entrance music for her today? Thank you very much. Let's roll.
Boing.
So the thing about it is that we're rolling on a request line in Ward 8. And the request line is for none other than Cleveland City Council candidate, Ward 8, none other than my guest today, coming all the way over here from a safety meeting, flew all the way over here. Please welcome Miss Charlotte Perkins. Hey! How you doing, Charlotte? That's good. So I see that shout out to you, and like I said, saw you last night, you're still doing campaigning and stuff like that. So my question, why do you want to run for Ward 8?
Well,
Go ahead.
I want to run for Ward 8 because I believe I can make a difference. I ran 4 years ago. There were 17 of us running.
Oh, hi.
Lot of people.
Lot.
A lot of people. And of course, I didn't get in. And Miss House, she was finally elected. And I just am not happy with the way our ward looks. I'm not happy with when things happen in our ward, we don't know about it until it's happened. And I don't like that. And I just know that I can do better. I've lived in the ward for about 25 years, and I am a business owner. I've had my business located in the ward for about 15 years.
What was your business?
I own a security company.
Okay.
We're located on 79th and Superior. And when elected, that's where the ward office is gonna be, right there. I've already designated a space for our ward. And I know about crime. I was a police officer for 25 years.
Cleveland?
Cleveland.
Okay.
I know there's not, it's society, but I think we can do some things to kind of curtail some of that, deter some of that. I think we need to have mini stations like we used to have years ago. We don't have those things.
So,
And I'm not opposed to development, but before anyone decides to develop anything in Ward 8, the community should know about it. We should have a voice, and we're not experiencing that.
so what changes when you're elected? What changes would you make when you're elected in Ward 8?
Well, one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to donate my salary back to the ward in hopes of other entities that would partner with me to help our community thrive. And I'll give you an example. I know the city of Cleveland has different programs for our seniors, people who are homeowners. But a lot of times people can't get there. There might be a lot of red tape. I've partnered with the black contractors, and they have decided they're going to assist us in things like repairing a porch, steps, things like that. Small things, but things that our community needs. We've had storms. There are trees everywhere. They're just they've fallen down. I am going to partner with a company to take care of some of that. We do have an urban forestry unit in the city of Cleveland, but if you went to our ward, you wouldn't know it was there.
Really?
No. If you ever gone down Utica, Utica's the street behind Lexington. Walk down that street. It's terrible. And that's just giving you an example. It's other places too. I've gone to people's backyards, and it's awful. Also, a lot of our elderly who don't have owned their homes for 50 years or more, they can't afford homeowners insurance. Yeah, that's an issue.
Yeah.
And a lot of times the trees are damaging your roofs, and it's very sad when I see that happening. I've partnered. We've gone to all the not all of them. We've gone to a few of the senior buildings, and we've partnered with different groups to assist our seniors now. We case management, essential items such as maybe they may need a wheelchair, things like that. Right now, currently, we are getting people the help that they need in places like Addison and in, oh wow, my mind is going. It's right there on Huff. Just can't think of it right now. But anyway, we partnered with a company, and they are assisting our seniors in those CMHA HUD apartment buildings. Kingsbury.
Okay.
And we're doing that now.
Okay. And you would keep continuing that?
Oh yes. Yeah, because it's vital, it's important. I have I care about our elderly. My dad had been staying with me for a couple of years. He passed away in January. And I didn't like the idea that when I went to visit him, he had Meals on Wheels. He wasn't eating. And I said, Daddy, you coming to stay with me. So, you know, I made that sacrifice because he's my father. But I care about our elderly. I care about our teenagers. What I would like for the police department, they have something where instead of the kids, when they get picked up, instead of them going into the juvenile system, they have something where they can keep them from going there. It's a program. And I would like to see that implemented.
So here's my thing. You made it past the primary into the general.
Yes.
You and Ms. House Jones will be the top two in that ward. You also she has a lead over you,
Yes, she
substantially.
does.
So how do you get the voter? But even though that when I'm mentioning this, that the voter turnout in primaries was low, and it was lower than usual in this one. How do you get people to get out and vote, and how do you get people to get out and vote for you, as far as the being the candidate?
Canvassing. I've got to talk to people. I've got to talk to just about attempt to talk to everyone in the ward. That's what I have to do. Sit down and talk so that they'll get to know Charlotte Perkins. Anybody can come to my office. On all of my literature, I have my phone number on there. You can call me and I will return your calls. And I have returned calls. But that's what I've got to do. I know it's going to be a rough road, but that's what I have to do. Because I believe that I'm the best candidate. And another thing, our politicians, we work for them. They don't work for us. And we have to start making them accountable. And we have to vote. It's a lot of voter apathy. And we've got to encourage our community to vote. It's just like at that for the primary. People didn't realize that, some people don't realize that after the primary a lot of people realize there's a general, but they didn't understand how important that primary was. That primary sets the tone for the general. And a lot of people didn't understand that. Some people felt that it was over and they removed their signs. And I'm like, why? It's just beginning. So we have to educate our community on voting, the importance of it. Like when President Obama won, everybody was registering to vote. And we've got to get back to that. We've got to get back to that.
So what does Ward 8 cover now that is not being redistricted for the people that just don't know?
How far does it go?
Yes.
Well, it goes all the way down to parts of West 9th now, a portion of West 9th, West 6th, St. Clair, which is St. Clair, about 102nd or so, and Elk, all that back area of Lakefront right there by the freeway, all of that now is part of the new Ward 8. Also, some of Chester does not belong there. I would say at about 75th and Chester, if you go south of a Huff, that's the council president's ward now.
Right, that's Blaine's ward.
Yeah, that's Blaine's ward.
Okay. So the thing is that, like I said before, how do you what is your strategy to win people over as far as, you said go the canvas.
And they've got to sit down and talk to me and believe in me. They have to believe in me. I am a honest person. I think that if you've been in business for as long as I have, I'm somewhat successful. And I'm dedicated.
I have a question, Ms. Perkins.
Yes.
Okay, so what will essentially establish a blanket of financial stability for the ward residents? I'm curious to know.
What do you mean by that?
So, what do you have planned or currently in motion to bring about a better financial state for the community?
One thing we're going to do financial literacy.
Okay.
We're gonna sponsor that. We're gonna have it right in my office, or we can have it at one of the libraries. We need to show people how to do their banking, how important their credit scores are. We need to show them what they need to do to purchase a home.
Okay.
Our businesses, I know there's a group for the businesses, but I would like to start another group for
Okay.
our businesses, especially the ones on Superior and St. Clair.
All right.
All right. So what about let's get to, you said homes.
Yes.
What about getting rid of the abandoned homes over there over on Ward 8? Or building up new properties for people that to own them if they can't own those? What is your plan for that?
We have a lot of abandoned homes. We have a lot of homes that are owned by people who live out of state. I'm going to have someone in my office. Now, I know the city of Cleveland has this program, some kind of AI that they're looking into doing, but it's very new. And I'm going to have a person, and that person is going to go to the county website, and we're going to see where those homes are, who owns those homes. And we have to make sure that those homeowners who own those homes do what they're supposed to. It's awful the way our city has let this just go rampant to me. We used to have inspectors. I haven't seen an inspector since I purchased my building. And these are certain things that we just need to start doing that we're not doing. But I want to show people I'm gonna have people from the banking industry to let people know what they need to do. Businesses, a lot of times people tell you, well, I want to have a business. Well, you first need to have a relationship with the bank. You need an accountant. These are just small things that you just need to have in place. Also, the city has, and the state and the government has certifications that you can if you apply for them, you can get certified. And that is to do business in the city of Cleveland, the county, the state, and the federal government. So I want to educate the business owners on that. And like I said, people who would like to purchase a home, we're gonna have someone here from the housing authority, or not so much a housing authority, but someone from the banks. And it has to start with knowing what to do, knowing how to take control of your finances.
Okay. Well, speaking of, you're talking about dollars and cents in banks. What about community block grant dollars? What would you do with those dollars when you are elected?
Put them back in the community where they should be.
And you know what those are used for, correct?
Mm-hmm. And I don't think they're used for, how can I put this?
Go ahead.
I would use them in a different way. I don't think, it's always nice to have a festival, but I think we could put that money somewhere else. And festivals are, a lot of times, years ago, we used to have festivals that were no problems. Now you have them, and there may be violence. Let's do something else with that. Let's do something for our young people. Let's do something for our seniors. You know, because to me, Ward 8 has a lot of seniors in it. And I would like for the CMHA properties to look a little better than what they look like. Because some of them are deplorable.
So the thing is that you ran the first time. You had a lot of people in your race, and you end up falling short. What did you learn now that you learned from running the first time? What did you learn from that experience? What are you taking with you now?
That you have to stay connected to your community. You have to stay connected. You have to know what the community wants. It's not about what you want, what the community wants. And I think that's one of the takeaways that I've learned.
All right. Before we go into break, how can people donate to your campaign, get a T-shirt or anything else like that?
My office is located 7800 Superior. You can come there. We are getting set up for Act Blue. Matter of fact, for Act Blue. And there is a
Website?
there is a website. And you can also donate there.
Okay.
But right now, 7800 Superior, you can come to the office, and we can have some sit down and show you how you can donate.
Okay. How can people volunteer for Charlotte Perkins?
They can come to 7800 Superior. I have a person there that will take your name, and we will put you to work.
All right. That's what's up. We're going to take a break now, and if anybody's still listening to my Charlie Kirk comments, then let's go. Shout out to MC Light for being at Fresh Fest. Her show was amazing. Light still looked like she's like 20. So even though she's 54, she still got that glow. This is all the hip-hop women that I love right now. This is all the Queens headed up to here. Queen Latifah. We'll be right back on the headline after these messages on WNRV108.1.com. Nerd DJ, really get on your nerve.
This is WNRV 108.1.
Let alone own a lot the props or a hip hop pot. You're not, or your clock is my spot. Now who got the mots? I do. Why you little played out at you? I'm allergic to whack crews. The lie, the tea, the fur, the queen is up. Growing star that you never seen before. How dare those who talk, we can't have them. So make me wanna go out with the bat and the magnum. But a wise, civilized, and growing higher. Judgments from the queen, punishment is the fire. I'm here to make these fools out of liars. You must learn to step and respect the sire. Fix the fire. Latifah's had it up to hear the frauds are feeling fear. The sound is playing like a Q-tip digging in your ear. Mama Zulu stands for positivity, knowledge, and grace. I never run my beast to them, I take it to your face. Open wide your hoping odds that I stop or maybe choke. Cause it's very hard to breathe while I has got you in a yoke. I caught you, thought I cut it short and no one's ever getting near. Latifah's had it up to here. Give it to a queen. Some of these commercial entertainers are commercially a pain to my mind and my behind trying to disdain her. Bumping me off because the queen has now reached a certain plateau. All I do is boo and say it's that so. Talk is cheap and if talk got any cheaper, they be selling Nike tongues instead of sneakers. K, Sarah, blase, blah, etc. This is a scene from the queen la. Lovely and lyrically loose, but ladylike. I'm too slick to slip or get tripped by the shady type. Chump shot talk and still wonder how loose I got. When I'm in town, I give the roosters booster shots. Brace, face, never waste your mind on a rhyme that'll get thrown in your front and face. I caught you, thought I cut it short and no one's ever getting near. Latifah's had it up to here. Give it to a queen. I say lay low and have a cold one. Cause the whipping I'm dishing is an old one. I threw some soul into my morning bowl and I rolled. I took your gold and stopped your single cause it never ever sold. Matter of fact, it never even got the time to sprout. So you could never give me body walking in my house. The flavor unit is doing it back again this year. How many flavors of the flavor can you love to hear? Feather frost of my holocaust, I'm staring at you. Put in a bid on who will fall, I'm sure to match you. Snatch your stature, your broken looks more like a fracture. Catch that rapper, Latifah will be back to crash you. Go by a heart, cause from the start I told you no one's getting near. Latifah's had it up to here. Give it to a queen. Who got it? Give it to a queen. Latifah. Give it to a queen. Who got it? Give it to a queen. The flavor unit. Give it to a queen. I got it. Give it to a queen. Latifah. Give it to a queen. DJ AD. Give it to a queen. Weasel. Give it to a queen. L-A-T-I-F-A-H in command. Give it to a queen. L-A-T-I-F-A-H in command. Give it to a queen. L-A-T-I-F-A-H
Looking for the perfect workspace? Office Lost and Solon has you covered. Whether you need a private office, co-working membership, or a virtual business address, we've got flexible options to fit your needs. Check out our 2 spring promos. Enjoy free co-working Fridays and no deposit on private office rentals. We also offer month-to-month leasing for your ultimate flexibility. Visit office-lost.com or call 216-230-9258 to lock in your space now. Office Lost, where productivity meets flexibility.
See you soon.
Wagwan, this is Miss BBC, your reggae woman. Make sure you tune into the Headline Eye on WNRV 108.1.
What do you get when you take 2 witty nerds and 2 of the best pair of hands since Techniques 1200s? Or better yet, Grandma's fried chicken, macaroni and cheese and greens on Sunday after church. Hallelujah! Then for dessert, the dopest blend of classic R&B and hip-hop joints all whipped up in one big sexy mixing bowl. You know what you get? The Party and Bull Show. That's right. Heard 7 days a week. Make sure you check your station for days and times. It ain't what you used to, and it's better than what you thought. It's the most unprepared show on the planet. You never know what we gonna say or who's gonna stop by. It's the Party and Bull Show with Dave Tolliver, Tiffany Nicole, DJ Cochise, and DJ Deuce, aka the Final Four. Turn it up in the whip, turn it up loud on Saturday while you cleaning. We the best, and I ain't talking about DJ Khaled. We up and we on. Check your stations for days and times. Party and Bull-ish, cause everybody loves a party, and Bull-ish ain't always bad. I holla, yeah man.
This is WNRV 108.1.
That is Missy Elliott. She lost a lot of weight. I heard she eat 1 crack a day.
Girl, well, I heard the bitch was married to Tim and started fucking with Trina. Well, I heard the bitch got hit by 3 zebras and a monkey. I can't stand the bitch nowhere.
When I woke up in the peach, I ain't gotta eat speed. I'm a bad man, my jumper got dagger. Y'all people ain't got it like me. I ain't studying these crows. Need to talk what you know. Stop talking about who I'm sticking and licking, just mad it ain't chose. I know y'all pull, y'all broke. Y'all job just hanging up close. Step to me, get burnt like toast. Y'all suckers, adios amigos. Post, post. I don't brag, I mostly boast. From the VA to the LA coast. Is it, go. When I put up in my whip, y'all be like, who that is? I'm driving, I'm glad, and I'm sliding. Y'all keep talking about that she is. I'm gripping these curves. Skirt, did you heard? Hot leathers, my feathers, my fur. I fly like a bird. Chicken heads on the ground. Who you trying to now? Now you ain't getting loud. Better calm down before I spike it to the ground. I need my drum, bass, high hats. I need my snare, strings, horn. Yes, I need my Tim, sound, right, left. Is it, look at him. Sure that you just waiting to see who I'm gonna roll up in the club with, then report that next week. Just wanna see who I am or sniffing, yeah, yo. I know by the time I'm finished this line, I'ma hear this on the radio.
Okay. Once upon a time in College Park, where they live life fast and they scared of dark. There was a little by the name of Chris. Nobody paid him any mind, no one gave a shit. No one he could rap, no one lit the hand. So he went about his business and devised a plan. Made a CD, then he hit the block. 50,000 sold, $7 a pop. Oh, the foe, 3 years later, stepped out the swamp.
All right, we're back on the Headline Eye, WNRV108.1.com. That was Gossip, folks, with Missy Elliott and Ludacris. We're back with Ward 8 candidate, Cleveland City Council candidate, Charlotte Perkins. I was just who named you Charlotte?
My dad's name was Charles.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
I come from a family of entrepreneurs.
Okay. So you started a security business.
Yes, 28 years ago.
Okay.
How
And what
come
made
I
you?
feel like she always been like had a pistol or something?
Well, she was a cop, so.
Oh, my bad.
For 25
years.
Oh, say less.
Yeah.
Well, you already know why she wanted to be security. Okay. So.
Yeah.
Well, my dad had a construction company, and he needed officers to help with traffic control, and I started it. And he said, "Well, why don't you just make a business out of it?" And that's what I've been doing. And like I said, for 28 years, I was working with the police department. I did that too. I worked very hard.
Okay. I'm sure your
Miss
family.
Perkins don't play.
She don't play. She like she don't play.
No,
bro.
I've believe me, I've working 2 jobs and trying to raise a son too. Yes.
Wow.
And also, I belong to Bessie's Angels. I'm on their board, and that is an organization that helps young women who have aged out of foster care, provide them with housing and just the day-to-day of this living, how to prepare meals, how to do your banking, all those types of things.
Okay, that's what's up. So
I think I've seen you before. You know Babette Owsley?
Ooh, yes.
Yeah, okay.
She used to work downtown.
Yeah.
oh wow, okay,
I know you look familiar.
yeah. So
I used to work at the Justice Center.
all right. So the thing is that if you, we already know if you wouldn't be running, you would be doing security. If you want, what was your passion? What do people don't know about Charlotte Perkins that would make you more reachable to the people, especially the voters in Ward 8?
I'm caring, very, very caring. 4 years ago, there was when I was running, and I didn't do it because I was, running, but I went to on the street, and they had a street club, and they were talking about the trees in their yard, and just that it was just causing them a lot of issues. And I sent Wilson's tree company over there to take care of that. I do things, and I don't let people. I don't have to broadcast it. It's the first time I've really talked about it openly. So I'm a giving person. I like to tell young people that they need to learn a trade. If you can't go to college, learn a trade, because you have to be able to survive. And it's so sad that our young people are where they are now. We have one African American juvenile court judge. Who's gonna take her place? Because I think this is it for her.
Right.
And we need to be concerned about our young people. So I think you'd have to talk to me, because I like I told you before, I care about our elderly, I care about our young people. I care about people wanting to start a business. I don't have a problem with showing people what to do. I've done that in the past. Just come, I have no problem with it. I'm not afraid to let you know some of the things that I know, because everybody did not have a dad that was in business. He told me what I needed to do when I started my business. I have an uncle. They showed us what we needed to do. Everybody doesn't have that, so I like to give back. I'm also part of Top Ladies, and we deal with our top teens and the elderly. I've been a member of that organization. I'm the first vice president, but I've been a member of that organization for about 9 or 10 years.
Okay. Aren't you part of a sorority?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. You want to shout that out?
Yes, Theta Phi Beta Sorority,
Okay.
Incorporated. I belong to Nu Theta Zeta Chapter.
Okay. 'Cause we don't want to forget the divine now. I don't want
No, we
nobody
don't.
beat them. I don't want them to come in here and beat me up, because I ain't trying to. Them Zetas, I know them Zetas. Them Zetas and Deltas and them Kappas is tough. I'm like, I respect all y'all. This
Thank
show
you.
respect every single
Thank you.
part of the fraternity, the sororities in here. Y'all not finna jump
And
in.
we volunteer. We go to Singleton. Singleton Nursing Home, that's in the Huff area. We volunteer there with the seniors. So I don't want people to just think I'm about seniors, but they need our help. They just do. And like I said, I care about that.
What do you believe makes the seniors feel whole, or makes them feel like really secure?
What would really make them feel secure is safety and not having to worry about their benefits getting cut. I was in Addison, and they were telling us that their rent went up, and they didn't tell them. They found out when they saw more money taken out of their account.
Really? Wow. That's
And
crazy.
and that shouldn't have happened at all. So yeah, they need their benefits. We don't need to take their benefits away.
You're
It's
right.
just like with women that have children or men that have children. We don't need to take away their benefits either.
Right.
But that's what's beginning to happen. You know, and we've really got to get ourselves together. We've got to, as I said before, we've got to educate ourselves. And we have to make sure that we hold our politicians accountable. Because the politicians are the ones, they advocate for the community. That's what they're
Yes.
supposed to do. And we have to make sure that that's accountable, make them accountable. When you call your council person, whoever, it shouldn't take them 7 days to get back to you.
Right.
Okay, now, a lot of times you can't call them back right, immediately. But we have got to stay focused to our community. We don't need to take the job, take it as because it's a job for the paycheck. It's not about that. It's not about that at all. It's about caring. It's about making our community look vibrant.
Yeah.
I see Chester, they got people cleaning up, picking up rubbish, and I live on the corner on Chester.
Okay.
Why can't they do the same thing on Superior and St. Clair?
Right.
I got a problem with that. And I got a problem with us just littering too, and we shouldn't. We need to take pride in where we live,
You're right.
and we're missing that. We need to have more street clubs, because at least years ago when I was growing up, you knew your neighbor. You knew your neighbor's kids. You knew their mothers. You may even known their grandmothers, but you knew.
Right.
We don't know our neighbors anymore, and we need to know our neighbors. We really do.
Right.
That's just some of the things. And like I said before, we need to have many stations. We need to have more community policing where you see a car or officer maybe doing a report, but just because you see them there, that can help deter crime. Those things, and we're not doing that.
Well, with the federal government acting the way that they're acting, as far as sending the National Guard in the cities, how do you feel about you say community policing and you hit security, but what about the officers that will be in the community? Should they know the community before they get hired to be in there?
I agree. I think so, yes. Yes. When I became a police officer, I had to live in the community. I sure did. And I still live in the community. And no, I don't think the National Guards need to come here. I really don't. Because I think who they're going to be after is black and brown people.
ICE has proven that.
Yes. And no, we don't need that. We really don't. I don't think we need anybody coming here to tell us how to police our people. I don't. That's not what we're supposed to be doing. And I don't agree with that at all.
So my question also is that last night, if you were in the city of Cleveland, if you were not under a cable watching Raw on WWE, by the way, you heard about the City Hall censuring Ward 1 City Councilman Joe Jones. How did you feel about what you heard about what was going on in the City Council, the way that it operated? Because
I was there.
Yeah, I know. And the thing about it is, like, you would be one of those assigning people if you were already a city council person.
I liked what Councilman Starr said when he made a point, and I don't know all the particulars about Councilman Joe Jones, but he made a point that had never happened before, and it's been worse things that have happened during
Cleveland
with council people, and I think we know that, and it's never been censured, and I think it was about politics. I really do. And I really would like our council people to be more productive. And I'm not saying that they aren't, but more. And I'm not understanding exactly what censorship is, other than the fact what you said earlier, that he can't advocate for his community anymore. That hurts the community. It's hurting him, but it's really hurting the community if that's what's going to actually take place. So I think the community is being disservice.
Speaking of disservice, and that's a great answer. Speaking of disservice, the disservice from everybody is upset about the federal government and things of that nature, and with the murder situation. What do you think has been going on with the federal government this week with the President of the United States and his administration?
As far as the making the guy Kirk a martyr?
Yeah.
No. He spoke about hate. Now, I'm not condoning anybody no one should get killed because of their beliefs.
Right.
But, like you said earlier.
Despite America's history of killing people that are believed, Martin, Malcolm,
yes,
Huey.
That's right.
The list goes on, but go ahead.
But we're making him into a martyr, and I don't understand why. Because to me, that's showing even more hate, in my opinion. But no, I don't think they should lower the flags. They're gonna make this big thing on Sunday for his funeral. It's probably gonna be televised.
I hope it doesn't interrupt the Browns and the Green Bay Packers and any of my Sunday activities.
But I believe it's Sunday.
See, that's the problem. Now listen. I know Green Bay's probably going to try to put a mud hole in the Browns, but I'd rather watch that than what's about to take place now. But that is it.
I agree. I just, I don't think, I think we could do something better than that. And I'm disappointed in our government. I really am. And our president said what he was going to do, and he's doing it. And I don't think people believed it, but it's happening. And this is why voting is so important.
Very important.
Very.
Yes, very important.
So, Ms. Lexus, you have something to ask our prestige guest who's running for Ward 8.
Yes, I do. So it seems like you have a lot of great plans, and you do have a solid foundation for structure going on there. So I would like to know, how can preventing homelessness, violence, and starvation, which seems like what you are preventing with your structure of your plan of execution, of how to make things better in your community, how can preventing those three things create a better environment?
Well, for one thing, we need to still feed our people. Our food centers have been closed in our ward. Okay?
Yeah, you're right.
We are partnering with with a group that's going to provide food for our community. We are doing that now. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be meeting with them this week.
Okay, amazing.
Yes. What I want to do is put certain things in place so that I can hit the ground running. I've got another person who is a retired school administrator
Okay.
that's going to volunteer his time to go into the schools in our area. That's what we are planning. And I'm going to meet with one of the principals this week. Not saying where, but these are things that I'll have. When you do something like this, when you become a council person, even you've got to think like you're going to be the council person. So you've got to put things in place. And I don't want to sit there, and not do anything. But we've got to put in. That's what we're doing. We're putting things in place right now.
So pretty much you're pretty much writing policy and doing things in the community. That's what you've been doing. You just don't have the title of council person.
True.
To do that. Is that what you're saying?
Somewhat. I'm doing it now. I'm doing it now. Yes. But those programs, we will still keep doing what we're doing in the senior buildings because it's already in place. It wouldn't be right if I didn't get elected to pull those things. I mean, that's not what you do.
Right.
That's not what you do.
All right. So, question, first of all, what does the 30 days of your administration look like? After, the swearing in, the Bible, and everything else like that.
Hitting the ground, putting things in place. I'm going to have 2 people in the office right now, at that time, to make sure that our community has a voice. Mm-hmm. So we just got to hit the ground running. We're going to continue doing what we've put in motion already, and continue to do that. Mm-hmm. And I know things are not going to happen overnight. They are not. But I want people to know they can always call me. I don't have a problem about where I live because I live in the ward. My office is going to be in the ward. It's in the ward, but the ward office is going to be there too. And I want people to feel like they can come there. Right now, we have a restaurant down, and I own the building, and we have Humadoc. Humadoc is there. They have a reentry program. That's going to stay there. I believe in putting things in our community. I want people to have access to things. And I think the homeless situation is terrible. I do. A lot of them have mental illnesses. Mm-hmm. We need to know how to talk to them. And sometimes people don't, and they deserve respect too. We don't know what got them where they are now.
Right.
And we just need to start caring about people. And I know that's broad, but that's what we need to do. We need to show our kids how to do gardening, things like that. Like what our grandparents did. Mm-hmm. We need to, because for all we know, it may be a food shortage. Look when we had the pandemic.
Yeah.
We got to prepare for all those things. Mm-hmm. And those are some of the things I would like to do. I've met people during my canvassing that have gardens that have just run them up. I'd like to put some young people there and to help them keep their gardens going. Where I live on East 70th in Chester, I have a problem with telling people where I live. There was a lady named Miss Brown. Mm-hmm. Miss Brown had this garden. She had everything in this garden. Everything. They even did a news report on her one day. And she passed away. And I'm sure all type of animals over there now. Mm-hmm. But what's wrong with community gardens? What's wrong with that? And to show our young people how to start it, how to do it, how to cultivate it.
Yeah.
Okay. So the thing about it is like, what about bringing in businesses or small to large to Ward 8? What is your plan on that? To bring more job opportunities to
It would,
young people.
but I think what we really need to do is start with who we have there now.
Okay, who you have there now?
We have barbershops, we have stores, we have Dave's Supermarket. I believe we need to have another supermarket.
Okay.
It would be nice to have one right over there
Yeah.
where that plaza is.
Okay.
I don't know I know that it's been bought by the same people who bought the one on Huff and 93rd. But we could use, we could use some more grocery stores that good quality food. We could use that. Because those people over there, they have to go all the way to Dave's. Or
Yeah.
Save a Lot.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes they don't have transportation.
Okay. So the question now is that you are facing an incumbent.
Yes, I am.
How do you take down the incumbent and be the next council person for this new drawn redistricting of Ward 8? Why should people vote for Charlotte Perkins over the incumbent?
You should vote for me because I am what you see. I'm going to be honest with you. If I don't know the answer, I'm going to try to find out. And if I can't find out, I'm just going to tell you I don't know. But I won't leave you hanging like what we've been what has happened before. When you live in the ward, you know what's going on in your ward. My office is like 6 minutes away. I travel all through the ward. And you know about things. But what makes people vote for me, my honesty, and I'm gonna be accessible. And I don't think we're getting that now. We may be getting it now because it's a political year. But we have not been getting it. You have developers, and like I said, they come into our ward, and we don't know anything about it until they're here. Why can't the community have a voice in that? We pay taxes. Why can't we live in that community? Why we had a senior Eliza Bryant? Why can't we have a nursing home for our residents? You know, a skilled nursing home. We had one. It's gone now. Why can't that space go where MLK School is now? Why can't it go there?
Right.
And I think that's something that needs to be discussed. And as far as businesses, I know it's going to be developing of that lakefront area. And that is in our ward now.
Okay.
So I believe in community benefits, but I believe in more community benefits because we're not getting it. We're not.
So before we go, again, I thank you very much. How can people contact you, Ms. Perkins, about volunteering?
You can call me on my cell, 216-214-2427. You can call my office, 216-761-6353. Yes.
And you want to volunteer?
Yes.
She on 7800 and Superior. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember.
Yep.
That's it.
I'm 216-6355. 761-6355. I don't know if I said that.
That's the
business number.
The business
yes.
office.
Yes.
Okay.
And if you forget my phone number, it's 214-SHAR.
It's 214-SHAR.
Yes. I don't know how that happened.
214-SHAR. Maybe it's the right number. Maybe it's inevitable. I don't know.
But that's what it is.
All
That's
right.
what it is. And I want people to know that they're getting an experienced person that does know something about safety.
Okay.
Definitely.
It's very important.
Yes, it is.
All right. Thank you very much for coming on to the Headline Eye on WNRV Nerve DJs 108.1.com.
Thank
Speaking
you.
of Fresh Fest MC Light, this from the Mo Money soundtrack, MC Light, Ice Cream Dream. If nobody tells they love you today, I do. Peace, love, and hair grease. We'll see you guys next week.
This is WNRV 108.1.
just shake me. What do you want? Cause I'm in a deep sleep. No nightmare here, damn, talking chocolate treat. Slick and slippery, think it's gotta be. It's mandatory that I make him a part of me. I make the dream last, cause it seems I can only have him in my ice cream dream. For show, I'ma let him know we can go toe to toe. Hip to hip, lip to lip, and then lock it. Big fat feet means big fat pockets. Trick or treat, tasty like pastry. I wonder, has he had any lately? Ready to hit it if you know what I mean. This homie seems to be like an ice cream dream. Before I get him home, drip drop, come on, feed me, Seymour. Take some now, I know later there'll be more. We got the best, it seems you're the queen. You're the man in the picture of my ice cream dream. My ice cream dream. Goody, 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 goody. He's looking real